Hi, today let's see the IT demand manager. The job is released by Charterhouse Asia, Singapore, 20 hours ago, and 9 applicants. This is a small company. Maybe this is a job hunter, staffing and recruiting industry. Yes, this is a job hunter. And means the hiring team. This is a VP, Vice President, Head of Transformation, Region Technology and Charity. Okay, let's see the job. About the job description. Defining business process, scenarios and solution requirements specifically for contact logistic business. Defining business process, scenarios, and solution requirements specifically.
Specifically.
Specifically, specifically for contact logistic business. Yes, maybe the customer is focused for the logistic business. Maybe the maritime, MART, sorry, 海事. What to say 海事?
Marine.
Marine, yes, marine.
Marine.
Marine, marine. Maybe the marine industry. Let's see and know about the job description. Deliver a solution proposal for both potential and current customers by determining how IT solutions can be leveraged optimally.
Optimally.
Let's see the Roman dictionary. Know this word. Optimally. Delivery solution proposals for both potential and current customers by determining how IT solutions can be leveraged optimally. Maybe this is focused for the IT solution. Yes, IT demand manager. Maybe listen to the customer about what their requirements and translate it to IT language. Okay, let's see more. Drive the development and defining of IT strategies and as well as the continuous process improvement. Drive the development and defining of IT strategy as well as continuous process improvement. This may be an empty word, just say nothing. They always say this is a strategy, that is a strategy, but no one can know nothing about the strategy because if you have a very great plan, you cannot say it is a strategy. Just very similar to the Huang Renxun. How to translate Huang Renxun, his name to English? Huang Renxun. Deep language cannot know this word about Huang Renxun, but we can check on Google. Huang Renxun. His name is how to say? Jason, Jensen Huang. I think when 10 years ago, when Jensen Huang decided to develop for CODA, CUDA, and no one support him, and even for the investors and the shareholders, they do not support for NVIDIA to develop all of these concentrate all their resources to develop CODA, but now you can see the CODA GPU is a very huge success. So I think very similar to the strategy of the CODA. No one can simply say we can have some strategy. I think so. It is just a plan according for the demanding and the command from the shareholders and your manager. Sorry, let's see more about the description. Acting as an important link between IT operational and the business development teams, you will play a key role in representing IT in customer engagement, managing expectation and defining demands such as quality, scope, and effect cost estimation. Yes, I think maybe this job will focus on the requirement adapt. Maybe it is right. 需求采集 demand capture must listen to your both listen to your manager and say nothing and know any opinion by yourself. Yes, this is IT requirement business manager. But this is very different from China. In China, we have some startup companies. At that time, the product manager have the power, but this is some weakness for the internet startup companies because the management for the product requirements always very weakness for the product, very weak for the industry. For example, for the payment gateway, for the logistic, for the maritime, they know nothing about it, but they can do anything. But they because they have the power, it is business weakness. I think maybe the requirements must come from the business first line. They know everything. They know the business, so they can know what the demand is very important to the company. Okay, let's see more about the job description. Support the senior IT demand management. Yes, support the senior IT demand manager, working close collaboration with the respective team in business and the demand country leader. Yes, this job must listen to his senior manager and listen to the business and demand country leaders. Let's see another next line. End-to-end responsibility for demands handover over to ITCL regional team, including pre-sale activity. End-to-end responsibility to demand handed over to ITCL regional team, including pre-sale activities. Maybe there is a very big organization, so they have the complex team and the complex organization. Let's see more. Engage with clients to provide the solutions and capability from IT perspective after a request for quotation. Request for quotation, RFQ. Yes, there is always a Django. Or tender, as well as further IT demands. Engage with clients to provide the solution and capability from an IT perspective. From the IT perspective of the request for quotation trend as well as further IT demands. Next line. Assessment of business needs and enhance initial demands description by adding information. EG is
For example,
for an IT perspective of the request for quotation for tender as well as further IT demands. Next line. assessment of business needs and enhance initial demand description by adding information, for example, non-function requirements, project request, business case, etc., based on standard and more approach. Yes, this is a common requirement just for the IT requirement, very normally job description. Next line. Take business needs and requirement, refine and transform into viable specification and acceptance and acceptance criteria. Take business needs and requirements, refining and transform into viable specification and acceptance criteria. This is maybe a very common requirement. Next line. Define demand, refinement and solution designer, steer, manager and oversee the whole process chain from demand to service delivery among the solution strategy. Also the empty word, 空话连篇。A lot of empty talk. Because I think act as IT demand manager, you must very clear about the business, very clear about the business workflow, and you must familiar with the industry. For example, for the gas, for the chemical, for the manufacturing, for the retail. If you do not understand the business, you cannot act as IT demand manager, and even you know some IT knowledge. Yes, let's see more. Specify and implement the demand management standard, framework, guideline, and policy to allow fast turnaround of demand inquiries. Demand inquiries. So I think this job description is very weak, and I think this is a bad description for this job, because I think maybe the senior requirement manager cannot understand what is IT demander, what is business demand, because very important is business demand, not IT demander. If you know the IT demander, so you can do IT by IT, just from IT and to IT. But you must, but if you want to act as the requirement for the business, you can rename the job description, you can rename the job title, maybe business requirement, business and transformation to IT. Maybe we have some another title. But I think this is not very good job description. Just for some jungle, there is some example. We have the 谚语, how to say 谚语? Proverbs. Yes, we have the proverbs. We can say it in Chinese. 武大郎开店，迟早比自己矮的。How to translate into Chinese, into English? 武大郎开店。Yes, but I think there is no equal translation to English. Just translate to 武大郎 open a shop, only looking for those shorter than himself. Yes. In Chinese novel 水浒 武大郎 is a man very small tall, and he owned a shop for selling the, how to say, 大饼.
Large pancake.
He selling the 面饼吧，面饼。
Pastry.
Pastry. Yes, similar to pasta. Okay, let's see the job requirement. Proving track record in managing all aspects of IT demand activities concerning project request management, evaluation of demands, overarching demands, synchronization to monitoring or approve the demand implementation, deep understanding of complex business process and project management experience, ideally from a contract logistic company or a supply chain driving sector, passing to identify and driving innovation IT solution. I will very quickly. Experience in managing and influencing customer engagement and interface with a high attention of detail and business awareness. Strategy, conceptual, and problem-solving skill complemented by an economical and service-oriented thinking, partly with a high ability in self-organization. Knowledge of software development, contract and trend management, excellent skills in warehouse management system as well as project and process management tools, ability to manage concurrent topic and project concurrently. Okay, this is a very common description for this job. Okay, let's close this video.